hidden tax benefits of a Roth IRA. Hey everyone, Adam Bergman here, tax attorney and founder of IRA Financial. And on today's AdBits, going to enlighten you with a key, hidden, unknown tax benefit for going Roth, for making Roth IRA or 401k contribution. So before I get into it, I'm going to tease you a little bit. I'm not going to tell you exactly what this hidden tax benefit is. I'm going to first explain just overall what a Roth is, IRA or 401k, go through some of the well-known tax benefits, and then I'm going to surprise you in a couple of minutes and let you know what the hidden tax benefit is. So just stay with me for a couple of minutes. I promise, not going to be so long. You'll maybe pick up a couple things on the Roth, and then I'm going to jump right in and tease you for a little bit, and then obviously disclose what this hidden Roth tax benefit is. So Roth, created in 1997 by Senator Roth of Delaware. He wanted to kind of create a different mechanism for encouraging Americans to save. We all know what our pre-tax IRA or 401k is. That means you get a deduction for the amount you make and put into an IRA, whether it's an IRA or a 401k. And then once you pull it out, if you're under 59.5, you're subject to tax and a 10% early distribution penalty. But if you can wait till you're 59.5, you just pay ordinary income tax on whatever you pull out. When you reach the age of 73, you have to take what's called required minimum distributions, which is approximately 3% or so a year, give or take. Now, a Roth IRA, kind of the opposite. You don't get an immediate tax deduction for making a contribution. In 2023, you can put away $6,500 or $7,500 if you're over 50 in an IRA. In a 401k, $22,500 or $30K if you're over 50. You can also go even above that up to $66,000 or $73,500 by doing what's called a backdoor Roth 401k. Now, Roth IRAs also have income limitations, but there's an easy way around it. You just do what's called a backdoor Roth IRA, which means you make an after-tax IRA contribution, you don't take the deduction, and then you immediately convert it to Roth. In the case of a 401k, there's no need to do that because there's no income limitations. In the IRA world, if you make more than a certain amount, 228 married filed jointly, you technically can't do a Roth IRA, but we know the workaround is you simply do a backdoor Roth IRA, make a after-tax contribution to an IRA, and then just convert it to Roth with no tax. So what are some of the benefits? Why do people want to go Roth? Well, obviously the first one is shelter gains, right? If you're 59.5 and the Roth's been open at least 5 years, you pay no tax when you pull money out of a Roth. Plus, Roth contributions can always come out tax-free. So if you put $5,000 in a Roth IRA today, you can pull it out tomorrow or next year in 5 years or 10 years for tax-free. The earnings on that contribution, so let's say you invest $5K in Apple, and in 10 years, it's worth $20,000. That $15,000 of earnings, you need to be 59.5, and the Roth must be open at least 5 years to pull everything out tax-free. But obviously, if you can be patient and wait till you're 59.5 and the Roth's been open at least 5 years, it's a huge, huge advantage because all the gains are tax-free. Whether it's capital gains, interest, dividends, royalties, rental income, all tax-free. No capital gains tax, no ordinary income tax, all tax-free, which is huge. So that's obviously the main primary benefit. What are some others? So a Roth IRA has no RMDs, right? There's no requirement of distributions, either with a 401k or Roth. So that means, God forbid you pass and you leave your Roth IRA to a non-spouse, under the new RMD rules, they'll have 10 years to pull that money out tax-free. Whereas if you let them a pre-tax IRA, they would have to pull that money out over 10 years, but they would be subject to ordinary income tax on the amount distributed. So basically it's cutting in to your legacy because they're going to have to pay tax on what they pull out. Obviously with a Roth, depending on what you're doing, especially if you're doing ordinary income type investments like hard money loans, which generates interest, which is subject to ordinary income tax, the ability to shelter not just a capital gains tax rate of 15 or 20%, but ordinary income tax rates, which can go as high as 37%, is a huge, huge win. But here it is. This is the hidden tax benefit of the Roth. And the benefit is Roth benefits cascade, meaning when you take Roth IRA distributions, they don't count as income. So that means if you're worried about Medicare surcharges like IRMA or having to pay the 3.8% net investment tax, the amount you pull out of a Roth doesn't count as income. So it's not going to hinder that. So let's say you're trying to stay under a certain income threshold for Medicare or Social Security or net investment tax or whatever the situation is, whether it's federal or state. Roth IRA distributions do not count as gross income. So that means you can still take a very small amount of income and then just live off your Roth. And because the Roth distributions aren't subject to or aren't considered gross income, not subject to tax, they're not going to impact your taxable income number, which will then hopefully not impact IRMA or the ability to circumvent the 3.8% net investment tax or any other income threshold you need to satisfy to stay on, maybe some Social Security benefits or whatever the case may be, whether from a federal or state tax standpoint. So just talking to clients, this is a benefit that a lot of people are focused on. Not a lot of people understand that a Roth IRA distribution does not count as gross income. So it literally does not impact your taxable income number. Hence, you can still maintain a very, very low taxable income number that suits your tax needs and also have the cash flow you need to live by taking Roth IRA distributions or Roth 401k distributions. So there it is. Was the tease. I hope I didn't tease you too long, but I hope the surprise was worth it, because the fact that Roth benefits cascade, I think, is really, really important. A lot of people don't realize it, but you're going to be able to live off the money, live off the Roth IRA, Roth 401k distributions, and still keep a certain low income threshold, which you would need for whatever your tax purposes are. So I think it's an important benefit. Obviously, the tax-free growth is paramount. It's ultimate. That's why we all do a Roth. Shelter income from tax. It's the best legal tax shelter out there. All my money's in Roth. I'm a big Roth fan. I wrote a book, In God We Trust, and Roth We Prosper. I'm all in. But for some people that aren't, this is another added layer, added benefit, a reward for being in the Roth world that you may not be aware of, but could be super interesting as you get older and you want to keep a certain low income threshold. You can still do that taxable wise and then just live off tax-free distributions from your Roth IRA or Roth 401k without impacting your taxable income number, which is key for whatever income threshold benefit you're looking to take advantage of. So there you go. I hope you guys enjoyed today's podcast. If you're watching on YouTube, appreciate it. Thanks for hanging out. Don't forget to leave a comment, question. Love hearing from everyone. Otherwise, appreciate the support, and I look forward to talking to everyone again next week. Take care and have a great day.